Car companies design cars to last just long enough for the warranty to run out. But what if I told you there are 15 illegal car mods that could push your car to 1 million miles? Some of these are genius, some are downright dangerous, and number 9 could get your car seized if you're caught. The first one is so loud, it could wake up your neighbors and the cops. Number 1, straight up piping the exhaust. Some people want their cars to live a long, strong life, maybe even reach 1 million miles. Straight up piping your exhaust is like giving your engine a set of lungs made for an Olympic sprinter. By removing the muffler and filters, your engine can breathe easier, stay cooler, and last way longer. Now here's the catch. It's banned in almost every state because it's crazy loud and dumps dirty air into the atmosphere. Not to mention, your neighbors will hate you. Laws say cars must have mufflers and filters to protect our health and keep things quiet. So while this mod might help your car last longer, it can also cause big problems with the law. And that's a risk many drivers forget. But the next mod, it's the quiet rule breaker that could fool even a mechanic on a test drive. Number 2, bypassing the EGR valve. Engines work hard every day, but some drivers look for ways to make them last even longer. Then there is an EGR delete. The EGR system usually sends some exhaust gas back into the engine to help reduce pollution. By removing it, the engine stays cleaner inside, with less soot and fewer clogs. This can mean smoother driving, better fuel use, and a longer engine life, maybe even 1 million miles. Still, there's a serious downside. EGR deletes are illegal in every US state because they allow more harmful gases into the air. Not only that, but removing it can sometimes cause engine knocking or higher heat, which may lead to damage. It's a big risk, one that may cost more than it saves. Next up, a mod so smoky it could leave your wallet and your tailpipe choking. Wait, which of these mods would you risk just to hit 1 million miles? Drop a comment, I'm pinning the wildest answer. And if you're into car hacks like this, smash that like button because this next one on the list is so sneaky, it's basically invisible to the law. Number 3, deleting the DPF, the diesel particulate filter. Making a diesel engine last longer isn't easy, but some drivers try a DPF delete to help. The DPF or diesel particulate filter traps dirty soot from the engine. When removed, it can boost power and fuel mileage, while also stopping clogs that shorten engine life. This sounds helpful, especially if you want your engine to reach 1 million miles. But there's a big problem. Without the filter, the engine sends harmful smoke into the air. That's why DPF deletes are illegal in the US and many other places. You could face big fines or even lose your vehicle. And just when you thought it couldn't get dirtier, wait till you hear what happens when the cat's gone. Number 4, removing catalytic converters. A powerful engine feels exciting, and some drivers think removing the catalytic converter is the shortcut to more speed and sound. This part filters harmful gases from the exhaust. Without it, the engine can push out gases faster, helping it burn fuel more easily and possibly run cleaner on the inside. That's why some believe it could help their engine last much longer, even close to 1 million miles. But here's where it gets serious. Taking out this part is against the law in all 50 states. It leads to heavy pollution, fails emission tests, and breaks air quality rules. Next, we're catching oil, but might be catching trouble too, especially where clean air laws don't play around. Number 5, oil catch cans in emission zones. Keeping an engine clean on the inside helps it last longer, and that's where oil catch cans come in. These small cans trap oily vapors before they reach the intake manifold, stopping gunk from coating engine parts. That means fewer clogs, better airflow, and less carbon buildup over time. Some drivers say this mod helps engines run smoother for many years. But here's what you need to know before adding one. In emissions-controlled zones, catch cans might be illegal if they alter or block the EVAP or PCV systems. These systems are meant to control pollution, so always check your laws, because not every smart idea is street legal. The next mod is basically free fuel, but it might blow up your engine. Number 6, hydrogen generator kits. Hydrogen generator kits, or HHO kits, promise better gas mileage by adding hydrogen gas into your engine. When used carefully, they can help burn fuel cleaner, reduce carbon buildup, and even make engines last longer. Some drivers believe steady hydrogen flow means smoother performance and less wear over time. But here's the problem. These kits often break emissions rules. They change how the engine runs, which can confuse sensors and fail smog tests. In many places, that's illegal. Worse, if not installed perfectly, HHO systems can cause water damage inside the engine or even spark dangerous backfires. But wait until the next one, where too much pipe can actually choke your power and raise a red flag under the hood. Number 7. Overbuilt custom exhaust headers. When drivers install overbuilt custom exhaust headers, their goal is usually better airflow and more horsepower. These big smooth pipes let exhaust leave the engine faster, helping reduce back pressure. In turn, that can lower engine strain and heat, two key things that lead to a longer engine life if done right. But the trouble starts when the headers ignore emissions rules. Many delete or bypass sensors, change how the engine burns fuel, or increase noise past legal limits. Even worse, they can trick your car into thinking it's running clean when it's not. Looks harmless, right? But one small filter swap could land you in hot water if it's not on the approved list. Number 8. High-flow air filters without CARB approval. Some drivers swap their car's regular air filter for the high-flow one. These filters let in more air, helping the engine burn fuel better and feel stronger. But there's a truth. Many of them don't meet emissions rules. That means they aren't approved by CARB, the group that checks pollution levels. Without this approval, the filter can be illegal to use on public roads in some places. It may also make your car fail inspection, even if the engine runs great. While your car might breathe easier and last longer, skipping the rules can cause trouble. Before installing one, check if it's allowed where you live. More air doesn't always mean a better choice. Now imagine a single chip that can unlock power or lock you out of legal driving altogether. Number 9. Engine control unit. Some drivers change the car's brain, the engine control unit, to make it stronger. This little computer controls how the engine runs. By tuning it, people can unlock more speed, better fuel use, and smoother power. The trick is turning off things like the exhaust gas controls. Without those limits, the engine works more easily and stays cooler. That can make the motor last much longer, especially if it's tuned by someone who knows what they're doing. But here's the problem. Changing the ECU to ignore emissions rules is not legal. Some places test for it, others don't. Still, if you're caught, you could face trouble. Think louder means better. One missing part might turn your daily drive into a ticket magnet. Number 10. Removing resonators and mufflers. When people want their car to sound meaner and feel faster, they often remove the muffler and resonator. These parts quiet the engine and help control fumes, but they also block airflow. Without them, the engine breathes easier and runs smoother, especially at high speeds. Well, many cities have laws against loud cars, and this mod breaks those rules. It can also mess with emissions depending on local laws. Still, some drivers take the risk. The better airflow can make the engine work less hard, helping it last longer with proper care. But tamper with the wrong valve and you might turn your engine safety net into a silent saboteur. Number 11. Custom PCV valve deletes. Removing the PCV valve will make the engine run stronger and cleaner. It sends leftover gas from inside the engine back to be burned again. Without it, there's less pressure and fewer oil leaks for a while. But here's where things get tricky. Without the valve, dirty gases stay trapped. They turn into sludge, making the car engine wear out faster. That's not what you want when aiming for a million-mile car. More than that, it breaks pollution rules in many places. You may not get caught today, but over time it harms your engine and the air. Looks like a quick fix, but this next tiny boost can poison your engine, your air, and your chances of passing inspection. Number 12. Fuel additives with lead or MMT. People think adding lead or MMT to fuel makes their engine stronger. Some even say it helps old engines last longer, but that's only part of the story. These chemicals were used long ago, before we knew how much they hurt people and the planet. Today, using them is banned in many places. They can damage your car's exhaust parts, break pollution rules, and ruin the air we all breathe. Just because something worked in the past doesn't mean it's right now. Real engine care means safe fuel, regular checkups, and staying legal. That's what makes cars last the longest. Cooler engines are better, right? Not if you remove this part. Number 13. Removing the thermostat for cooler running. Imagine your engine trying to stay warm on a cold morning, but someone took away its blanket. That's what happens when the thermostat is removed. It never gets warm enough to run the way it should. Instead of staying healthy, it uses too much fuel and collects thick, dirty sludge. Over time, this hurts the engine and makes parts wear out faster. Even the heater inside your car stops working properly. This trick might seem smart, but it confuses the engine's brain and wastes more gas. It's not just risky, it's illegal in many places, and it hurts your car in the long run. But is it too good to be true? Cold air intakes might surprise you. Number 14. Cold air intakes. Some drivers try cold air intakes to give their engines more power. The idea sounds smart. Colder air means more oxygen, which helps the engine run better. This can even reduce engine wear and help it last longer. But here's the problem: changing the air intake messes with the emission system. In states like California, it's illegal unless it's approved. Plus, most cold air intakes don't cool the air much anyway. And the last mod? It's so bold, it could ruin your entire engine if you get it wrong. Number 15. Variable valve timing elimination disabling. Finally, to get more power at high speeds, some car owners remove variable valve timing systems. This change makes the engine simpler and can help it run cooler and cleaner under pressure. With fewer moving parts, the engine might even last longer. But not everything that shines is gold. These systems are meant to cut down on pollution. Without them, the engine releases more harmful gases. That's why removing them is illegal in many places, even if it helps with performance and long-term use. So there you have it, 15 ways to make your car last longer and possibly land you on a government watch list. Remember, I'm not saying you should do any of these, but if you see a Honda Civic coughing black smoke while sounding like a jet fighter, now you know why.